the circumstances to where I was brought up makes me that way.
Now let me ask you, we're talking to Fifth. Now what's your relationship with Jay-Z?
With Jay, well, I really don't. He said something on Tim Westwood's show. You know, they asked him about
50 Cent. He said nobody's scared of 50 Cent.
Yeah, right. But you know, I don't think he's aware of his presentation. You know, there's an adjustment. There's something that's happening that's different about him and the way people perceive him. You know, he's way more approachable. You know, like it's the Beyonce and I don't know, Sinatra vibe he's trying to put off. That's making him like people comfortable enough to walk on the stage.
Right.
Let's not act like we haven't previously been places. Like I feel the room change. People uncomfortable when I'm around because they know it can happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, if they can't use the examples of somebody getting their lung punctured for punching Dre in the face, or somebody getting shot in front of the studio. You see what I'm saying? Those different things that were happening in those time periods make people go, okay, let me not play with him too much. You know what I'm saying? Because they have that and they know what my experience has been. So when they make him feel like a punk at that point, he got to say, nobody's afraid of 50 Cent. When they should be addressing how that person is making you feel. Right. And not me at that point.
Now, in the AMAs, of course, it was rumors. When he got his award, he said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. He says, he's going at Fifth. This is his little remark at Fifth and sort of laughing.
But he's been saying that before. He said that before.
Now, when you heard that, see, when I seen it, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, I just seen Fifth perform, so Fifth might be backstage. And now he has to walk backstage. Yeah. So I thought that, you know, it might have been a problem or situation because at that point, there's no security back there. It's just you and him.
Nah, he wasn't. Nah, he didn't say nothing. I didn't take that directly towards me. If that was, then he should say something a little more direct so we can stop rapping and get right to the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Because I don't have that kind of, like, when I said hip-hop has, like, rock and roll has punk rock, and hip-hop has a cool punk, not but cool punk, like, the guy that's cool because he's a part of the culture.
Right.
And in there, but he has punk ways, like, just the way I came up, if people keep approaching you and like or expressing disrespect towards you, and there's no response to it, you're a punk.
Right.
Where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? And I've seen that consistently from Jay. With other artists.
Right.
The artists that I've had to deal with, people who have previously challenged him, that he didn't address.
Right.
You know, so that's my take on him at that actual point. Now, when you have a project that, like, Before Self-Destruct, that has the response that I've been getting from it is if not as better, then it's as good as my first effort. And that's all I've been wanting.
Right.
Since to match your first album, like, I've never heard anybody say that about him.
How did your relationship with 50 even start and with Beanie even start?
Well, Beans was actually in the federal penitentiary in New Jersey when he had to do a year in the day.
Right.
And he happened to be in the joint with my uncle. My Uncle Mike been down for 16 years. So I go see him, you know, like I go check him out and talk to him because I get him out of the jail.
Right.
I got photographs from places that I go, like personal photographs inside the hotel, different people, all kind of stuff. And I kind of tell him what's going on. I'll write little notes on the back of the pictures. So that leaves, when I leave, he goes through that over and over. You know how it is when you're not moving.
Right.
You know, so it gets him out of the joint. So I come back and forth to see him. This is while I'm on the Get Rich or Die Trying launch, doing 12 million records on the first project. So while this is happening, everybody's feeling me coming to the building. Because the correctional office is like 50 cents here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody there is saying that. Like, you know, so he had to feel uncomfortable going, all right, you know, I might have to have Dre come see me.
Right.
And then Jay never came see him. You know? It's just facts. He never was down with him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, is that a possible move that could happen, that you sign him to G Unit and...
Well, it's a possibility.
Does he want to come to G Unit?
Yeah. He sees the difference in how, you know, people are treated. You know, definitely. Look, you're as strong as your crew.
Right.
You'll find out if we ever really get into it. Because when the shoot starts, he ain't gonna have nobody.
Which is true.
You see what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna, we move and I'm comfortable.